bold bakers. Halloween is a time when candy bars are in abundance. They are everywhere. But did you ever think about making your own? Today we are making Candy Bar Fudge. So let's get started. This Candy Bar Fudge has layers of chocolate, nougat, peanuts and caramel. It is very reminiscent of a Snickers. We're going to start out first with the chocolate layer. Here I have a bowl of chocolate and all you want to do is melt it. You can do that in the microwave or over a bain-marie. Once your chocolate has melted, we're going to pour it into a tin lined with parchment paper. The tin that I'm using is 7 by 11 inches. Once it's all in there, the best way to get it even is to actually just pick up the tray and move the chocolate around, making sure you get it into every corner. The last thing I like to do is tap it on the counter just to even it out even more and get out any air bubbles. Okay, lovely. Now I'm going to pop this in the fridge and let it set while we get started on our next layer, which is the nougat. I'm excited about our next layer because we have made all of the ingredients from scratch as part of Bold Baking Basics. And I'm going to put the links for those on my website, biggerbolderbaking.com, along with the recipe for this fudge. Our first ingredient is marshmallow fluff. Marshmallow fluff is a common ingredient in a lot of fudge recipes, but I think it's always nicer when you can make your own. Our next ingredient is smooth peanut butter. Now this is incredibly easy to make and it tastes amazing, so much better than store-bought. And lastly, icing sugar. This is what binds it all together. I also made this as part of Bold Baking Basics. And then with a wooden spoon, go ahead and mix all of the ingredients together. Now I'm just going to warn you, this does take a bit of elbow grease because it's quite a stiff mix, but just keep on mixing until all of the peanut butter is mixed throughout. Oh my gosh, it actually legitimately smells like a Snickers. It will take a minute or two, but as you can see now, it's actually coming together to form that nougat. If you're finding it a little bit hard, you can always use your hands to bring it all together. Okay, this nougat is looking really good. Tastes good too. So now what we're going to do is take our chocolate out of the fridge and spread this layer on top. Spread out your nougat over your chocolate layer using your fingers. Just keep on pushing until it gets into every nook and cranny. Once it has covered the chocolate, we are going to scatter over some roasted salted peanuts. This gives your Candy Bar Fudge great texture, more flavor, that little bit of saltiness, and it really does make it taste like a Snickers. Create an even layer of your peanuts, and then with your hand, just push them into the nougat to hold them still. Now, if you don't want to use peanuts and peanut butter, you can use any kind of nuts and nut butter that you like. It's all up to you. Okay, we've got 3 delicious layers here. I'm going to pop this guy back in the fridge and we're going to get started on our next layer, which is caramel. So for our next lovely layer, all you need are some caramels. They can be homemade or store-bought, that's up to you. You just want to make sure that they are the soft and chewy type because that's what you want for your Snickers. Into our caramels, we're going to add in some cream. And this will help loosen them up a little bit and make it kind of gooey. Okay, so now all you want to do is pop it over a bain-marie or into the microwave and you just want to heat it until they're all melted. Once your caramel is lovely and melted and has slightly cooled, just like this, go ahead and pour it over the peanut layer. And then just take your spatula and spread it out nice and evenly. Okay, that's it. We're going to pop this guy back in the fridge because we need the caramel to set, and then we're going to do our last layer. We're going to finish off our Candy Bar Fudge by pouring over even more melted chocolate. So if you want to see even more Candy Bar Fudge flavors, let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see because we can make as many as we want. And just like we did with the base, pick up your tin and swirl your chocolate all around the top, getting a lovely even layer without even having to touch it. You just want to give it a bit of a tap on the counter and this will get out any air bubbles. Oh my gosh, this weighs a lot. So we're going to pop this in the fridge and let it set for a minimum of an hour and then we're going to cut it. Okay, get ready. Our Candy Bar Fudge is set and it looks amazing. Just look at that caramel oozing out the side and that lovely creamy nougat layer. Cut your Candy Bar Fudge any shape you like. I'm going to cut them into big squares, but you can also cut them into bars so it's just like a Snickers. Now because I did all the hard work in making this, I'm going to give it a little taste. Yep, that tastes just like a Snickers. It's peanut butter, it's got lovely texture, the nougat is super soft, and the chocolate, well, when it comes to Halloween and candy, this is the guy you want to eat. You're gonna love it. If you haven't already, go ahead and tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And I'll see you back here next week for more bigger, bolder baking.